More than 80 years ago, in the attack on Pearl Harbor, a U.S. Navy fireman was among the 400 killed aboard the USS Oklahoma. And until just a few years ago, his remains were still not identified.
But today, thanks to DNA testing, this Beaver County native finally found his way home and was laid to rest. DeRose has the story.
The story of U.S. Navy fireman First Class Walter Schleider began in Freedom, Pennsylvania in 1919. He was just 21 when he enlisted in the Navy, and in 1941 he became one of the first American casualties of World War II when the Empire of Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. Schleider, along with 400 of his crew, was killed after several Japanese torpedoes hit their ship, the USS Oklahoma. Now, some 83 years later, Schleider is finally home and being laid to rest at the National Cemetery of the Alleghenies with full military honors. Like so many people who were killed at Pearl Harbor, Schleider's remains weren't able to be identified. He was actually buried in Hawaii as an unknown. Then in 2015, a family member gave a DNA sample to the Navy. They were able to identify his remains, and the family that was here asked that his body be brought back to the Pittsburgh-area to be buried. Several of Schleider's descendants from Ohio and Pennsylvania were on hand today to pay tribute to their relative, a relation they never got the chance to meet in person. And while the family didn't wish to speak on camera, we spoke with some of the dozens of people who came out today to show their support and their gratitude for this sailor.
I felt very proud to be able to be a part of giving him the honor that he deserves at his final resting place.
I'm just grateful to be a part of something so historic, and I'm grateful that we get a chance to lay this man to rest who did not have that opportunity all those years ago.
Of the 429 sailors killed on the USS Oklahoma, only 32 are still unidentified and buried as unknowns at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific. But for fireman First Class Walter Schleider, he has finally found his way home. Reporting at the National Cemetery of the Alleghenies, DeRose, KDKA-TV News.